Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. Yo, y'all like the content I've been dropping, the direction that my channel was headed in? I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos with anybody else you think may benefit from them, alright? Now, real quick, of course, on this video, I don't feel the need to have any music. I just want to get straight to the material. And today's topic is going to be called Union Jewelz, alright? Union Jewelz. So, union, in this case, I'm talking about relationships, and then jewels, I'm just dropping like some of the things that I've, let's say, learned on my journey that I apply to my relationship to see to it that it stays strong. There's always going to be a level of uncertainty in life. You never know when you're going to die or what's going to happen or if your partner has a change of heart or whatever, but there are certain things that you do have under your control. All right, such as how you maintain yourself throughout the relationship and how you respond to whatever comes up throughout the duration. So I just wanted to hit on some things and then, kind of go into what I find to be very important to keep a relationship alive. So the big thing is, first of all, is that hookup culture runs rampant right now. It's all about, meeting somebody and quickly establishing some type of sexual relationship with them that fizzles out without any real foundation for y'all staying together. And I find that to be a little bit sad. Of course, I'm far removed. I've been with the same woman for, going on 12 years in December. So it's not like I'm really in the dating game, but I still am observant enough to see what's happening for people who are single. And I just feel a little bit pity for them because I think most people on the planet, like, they want to be loved by somebody that they think is special, And that's man or women. Like, everybody wants to make it seem like women are the ones who really want to feel special because a lot of stuff in the culture it's like tailored to them. Think about like Valentine's Day. Everybody goes out and wants to show the love that they have for the woman, but men feel the same way too. Like, we want to feel special. We want to feel like the woman, takes pride in the man we are, or that they feel like they're lucky that they have us, and vice versa. Like, it's supposed to be a two-way street, and y'all supposed to meet in the middle. It's not a cul-de-sac, you know what I mean? It's not all about the woman. It's not all about the man. It's supposed to be like a balance. But I think that kind of sucks for single people because in today's world, everybody's connected with some form of social media and egos are largely inflated, so people aren't even looking for something realistic. Like, everybody has their head in the clouds thinking that they deserve top-notch features in a woman or man, but it's not the real case. Now, civilization itself is built on firm foundations of marriage and families, and we're talking about nuclear families here. Okay, I know we're in this crazy ass experimentation with how things are supposed to go. You got the rise of feminism. You got all these fucking agendas that are targeted at basically destabilizing masculinity. But let's be honest, the most functional family unit is gonna be the nuclear family with a man, a woman, and then children. And the man and the woman are working together as a team to support the whole entire family. So now, when it comes down to the signs of like the deteriorating culture, the main things that I see are a promotion of loose sexuality, division and strife between men and women. All right, and there's a rise in the amount of single parent homes. Now, I came from a single parent home, and I would like to say I turned out pretty good because it's not like my mom was really doing bad as far as raising me and my siblings, but she did what she could to make sure that we had everything we needed. And I would give a lot of credit also to my grandfather because he was usually in close proximity, and we were able to pick up a lot of key values from him. And he wasn't the person who really like explained every single thing. Particularly to me, he did talk a lot. Like, he talked to me like I was a grown man, even though I was on like 8, 9, and upwards of maybe 15. But I learned a lot from him through example. So I was lucky enough to at least have one strong patriarchal figure that was able to impart a lot of wisdom on me. But for the most part, what I'm seeing is this rise of single parent homes, man, it's really it's crippling the development of a boy or a girl because they don't see certain things that would be automatic if a man was in the home. You know, take a woman for example who grew up without a dad. How is she supposed to learn her role in the household, or how she's supposed to handle the ebbs and flows of a relationship if she never saw her mom with a dude making things work? For example, arguing. That's a normal part of relationships. But if you're somebody who grew up with just a mom or just a dad, you never even saw your parent interact with the opposite sex and go through these times of adversity. How did they go through it? You know what I mean? So what's gonna happen when you get into an argument with your partner? Are you gonna be willing to cut ties and walk away and think, oh, you know, I could do bad by myself? Yeah, you could do bad by yourself, but you could probably do 1,000 times better with somebody that's, you know, working with you to attain all your goals. A basketball player can be excellent on the court, but if he ain't got a team that's working with him, he's gonna lose to every other team. You know what I'm saying? So, strife between men and women, of course, it's like the gender war, and there's always being gas thrown onto it and false stuff being added to the narrative, and you know, loose sexuality. I just don't think that anything is really coming good out of that. You know what I mean? I really don't, because that's where you get all these kids that are coming out of the loose sexuality. A woman pregnant over here, oh yeah, I'm about to have a kid. All right, well, where's the dad? Oh, you know, he ain't shit. We ain't work out, or I don't know where he at. Okay, so how you supposed to raise a kid if you don't know? You ain't got nothing figured out with the dad. You know, I don't even need to go down that rabbit hole. So I got a bunch of single friends, and what they do is they vent their frustrations about the state of affairs when it comes to dating, and I could just truly empathize with them. You know what I mean? Because it's not like all of them are just these cold-hearted players that are all about, you got one over here that's all about just trying to get as many women as he wants. Then you got one over here that is just targeting single moms or whatever. That's not the case, man. Like most dudes that I know are actually stand-up guys, and they just haven't found the right woman yet. But I can't extend the olive branch to all of them or anybody else who refuses to take personal accountability as they contribute to the decadence that they complain about. Like, so take the dude who, I'm not gonna say no names, but I know certain dudes who, like, they be lying to females, like telling them what they want to hear, making it seem like they want to be in a relationship with them, right? Then the girl be interested, they be over here messing around, having sex, this, that, and the third. But then on the side, they'll be talking to another female, telling the same thing to her. Females ain't dumb. They gonna figure out, yo, he's not being real. And then what the female gonna do, she either gonna break it off with you right there, or she's gonna play along with your stupid ass game, but do it 10 times better and talk to other dudes to try to replace you. So what do you have going on right here? You have all this complication. You got this person lying to this person and then talking to that person. You got this person over here lying to that person, but then trying to talk to this person. And like, it's all these love triangles and fucking pentagrams and all this other ill shit, when it could just be one person talking to one person and both of y'all just keeping it real about what y'all expect and what y'all, let's say, want to get out of the relationship. So, what I've seen in my relationship that just works or that adds to how we flourish as a couple. This mantra right here: you are what you attract, and the opposite of that is what you do not attract, you are not. So basically, the idea here is to have high yet realistic expectations, okay? Because it doesn't make any sense for you to go. Let me plug that into my second point. The second point is to be the best version of yourself, right? And that means to work out, develop hobbies, set goals, and level up, whether that be finances, career goals, spiritual goals, whatever. And then the other one is to be true to yourself and always have a code of conduct. So let's say, take the person who actually has these two things in mind. You are what you attract, what you don't attract, you are not. And then also, I want to be the best version of myself. It really makes sense that I'm going to get a higher quality woman, because more than likely she's going to resonate with the energy that I'm giving off, saying that I'm not out here in the streets trying to chase all this loose pussy that's running around. I'm not over here, you know what I mean, with my mind on low level thinking. I'm trying to level up with my money. I'm trying to become the best version of myself. I'm working out. I'm developing hobbies. That makes me just a more interesting man. And if you think about the current state of affairs in society, even if I was a woman, I would know it would be real hard to just sift through and find a dude who's actually on that program. And don't even add in, like, let's say being sexually disciplined and picky as a dude. Oh yeah, you're gonna be in the top like 5% of dudes, because most dudes out here, they are totally under control from their little head. They have no discipline, no standard. They'll try to mess with your wife when y'all beefing. They'll try to fuck your ex-girlfriend. They will fuck your sister. They will go for your mom. Like it's so many people that just have no type of code of conduct. You know what I mean? So think about if you're a dude who is the opposite of that. It makes total sense that not only will you meet a higher quality woman, but she'll also hold to you because she sees, oh, this isn't just a run of the mill guy. This is somebody that I could probably trust, and I feel totally comfortable to explore everything as far as a relationship is concerned with said man. All right, my third point was to be sexually disciplined and not have any thirsty behavior. Bro, you kill that thirsty shit, all right? Like, you're not doing anybody a favor with this bullshit. Like, look, everywhere I look, dudes, you know, a chick walk by, they automatically gotta look. Why the fuck are you looking, bro? Like, that shit makes me so mad. I'm sorry for cursing, but that shit really makes me mad, man. Y'all dudes really need to calm the fuck down. Like, you gotta think. I'm not a real big advocate for pornography or this or that, but just think about it. You could, if you are a thirsty dude, you can search whatever you want on your phone. You can look at any of the baddest chicks. You could do all of that on your own. But when you're out in public, please do not be over here staring at every single female. That's gassing their head up and making them feel like they're so high value, like they're way above you. Dog, man, y'all really gotta kill that. Be sexually disciplined, because at the end of the day, let's be real. You can make yourself ejaculate, can't you? You can. You probably have thousands of times in your life. So why are you giving all this power to females then? Either level up and get a female that you want, and then you can do all of that with her, or do it yourself on your own time. But when you out in public, conduct yourself like it's really not that big of a deal, because at the end of the day, it's not. All right, cultivate your masculinity. That's another thing I've seen that's worked in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? In addition to all the other stuff I'm saying. Me always having, let's say, a masculine frame, having time and solitude so that I could reflect on what I want in life. And then by creating my own mission. That's making me just a better man. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in every facet of the imagination. Like, cultivate my masculinity makes me a better person, and it also adds to, let's say, my relationship, because my wife can sense that, oh, I'm with a dude who's constantly trying to self-actualize. All right, another thing that I do in the relationship, or that I could drop as game to y'all, to, you know, as a jewel for your union. All my men out there, you need to develop your femininity. Yeah, that's something you ain't gonna hear very often in today's day, or today's age, where it's all about red pill and learning female nature and all sort of stuff. You need to develop your femininity, believe it or not, because you are yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? You have a little bit of femininity within you that honestly just goes unnoticed as you're an adult male. When you were a child, you were very in touch with both sides. Not only your left brain, right brain, but also with your masculine and your feminine side. You cried when something hurt you. You were really in touch with your emotions. They were at an arm's length. But as you got older and got programmed in society, you know, oh, men don't cry, men don't do this, men don't do that. Like, all this stuff all these things force you to wear masks. And your inner side suffers. Like, your emotional maturity and intelligence suffers. So I would challenge all men, especially if you want to be in a relationship, to get in touch with your feminine side and try to cultivate it to the best of your ability. All right. Another thing, be a gifted conversationalist. If you conquer the mind, the body will follow. So this is just basically me, in other words, saying have game. Be able to be an interesting guy who, when your woman talks to you, she knows that she can go in any direction within a conversation and probably still pull from your wisdom and or guidance. Be somebody who is interesting to talk to, and trust me, you will always have a leg up on your relationship because your woman will know I can learn from my man. You know what I mean? I respect how he conveys a message, so on and so forth. And also, don't forget, I just did the video Machiavellian Maxims, and what was one of the maxims? Always work on your verbal dexterity, because the ability to communicate is a soft power. All right, another thing, seek adventures and travel together. What this is going to do is it's going to ensure growth for you, your partner, and y'all together. Because you got to think, whenever you're with your partner, you kind of like have a different mindset. You have a different way of going about things. You guys actually join in forces and become one. So if you travel and take adventures together, you'll grow in different ways, individually and together. It adds to your memories. These are cool things that you can reflect back on and talk about. And since time is always going forward and it's flying once you get above age 30, it's dope to like think about 7 years ago and know, hey man, you remember when we did this, that, and the third? Or, you know, to just reflect back and think about all the cool stuff y'all did together. And last but not least, all right, talking to my men out there, your woman is like, she's a complex creature, and she's very in touch with her emotions, right? So a lot of the things that she will really remember about you that stand out are going to be attached to her senses. How you made her feel. What does she smell? What does she taste? What does she, hear? What does she see? Now, if you're able to take her on cool ass trips and things like that, all of those things, especially if it's her first time going there, or her first time being on a motorcycle, her first time bungee jumping or whatever, all that stuff is gonna really bond her to you, and that plays a big role as far as a long-term relationship. You know what I mean? Like, think about a piece of tape. You take it off one time, unattach it, and then put it onto like a table, right? That's kind of like how it is when you think about your woman bonding to you. And every single time that you do something that is her first time with you, it's gonna like be a finger going over the tape, sealing it more and more onto that place. She's gonna stick to you tighter, right? Now think about all these women that are in society that just kind of been ran through, like hoes and stuff like that. They'll never really have this type of bond with a man, because it's almost like take that same piece of tape and then rip it off and then put it back on, rip it off, put it back on. After a while, it won't even have the effect of being tape. You know what I mean? So I'm talking more sexually right now, but overall, if you want to actually have a tight bond with your relationship, you definitely want to make sure that you and your partner experience things on the regular, and that's together. This is an ongoing thing. It's never going to stop. You never get too comfortable. That's why I like Future's song, bro. Too Comfortable is my favorite song from Future. So if y'all ain't never heard that, you definitely need to play it. All right. Another one for my men out there, be a leader, teach your woman, because she wants to be guided. Like there's this idea that women want an ideal partner and all this other stuff. I really don't agree with that. I mean, a masculine ass woman wants a partner. Yeah, a masculine ass woman wants a partner. A feminine woman, she may say she wants a partner, but really what she wants is a competent leader that she can totally trust and feel will lead her in the right direction in life. She wants a leader, okay? So be one. Another one, key point. I know I brought it up before, but dude, ravish your woman. Yeah, ravish your woman. And That's with all that you have and anything that even comes to mind. You want to try something with your woman? Dude, bring it to the table and, you know what I mean, use a seductive voice and run it by her and see if it sounds good. You know what I mean? Ravish your woman. Like, sexually be uninhibited with your woman, man. Like, you got to think, y'all supposed to be together for the long term. She should be happy sexually, you should be happy sexually, and then if there's something that's missing, y'all need to communicate that. You know what I mean? You need to incorporate communication so that y'all can break down that barrier and then be more fulfilled in your sex life. I mean, I ain't no doctor or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, if you're supposed to be with the same person, you can imagine humans are paradoxical. Every single thing that we want, once we get it, we tend to get bored with it, and then we want to think about the next thing. Hence that term, the grass always looks greener on the other side. Yeah, but my thinking is, water your fucking grass. When's the last time you planted something new into the garden? When's the last time that you really went through and trimmed everything up? You know what I mean? Have you really done everything that you can to make your garden just the most bomb garden it can possibly be? Have you unleashed the full potential of your grass? Have you not? Oh, okay. Well, then it's the same thing with your relationship. You got to put everything you can into your relationship, and it's not just the bare minimum with what you do for your woman if you're a man. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's two-sided. You do everything you can for your woman, but you also do everything you can for your goddamn self. Because by taking care of yourself and becoming, like I said, self-actualized, stronger, faster, better, smarter, more money on deck. You know what I'm saying? Your woman is gonna be compelled to stay with you because she's gonna see that you're constantly leveling up. It all plays together, you know what I mean? But sexually, make sure you ravish your woman, dog, because that will also lower the chances that she's gonna step out on you or do some bullshit or even listen to this dude over here who's maybe trying to shoot his shot. She knows at home she got a dude that is, filling so many boxes and he's leaving her sexually satisfied. And also, my last point, right, like this is probably one of the most important points, all right? I know it sounds counterintuitive, but real talk, listen. Want your woman, but never show neediness. I'm going to say that again. Listen. Want your woman, but never show neediness. In other words, don't need your woman. Okay, you got to think. A woman is designed for when you have children, for her to take care of your progeny and see to it that they become productive members of society. You're supposed to assist as the father and play your, designated role. But think about if you're a woman, you know what I'm saying? Just think about from the woman's point. The kid is now here. She's going to go into mother mode. Her instincts are going to kick in. She's going to know exactly what she needs to do if she's a good mom, right? So her attention is going to shift from being on you, a grown man, to this baby right here, whether it be a daughter or a son. If you need your woman, then you're still going to be like a big kid to her, which, real talk, I can imagine. I'm not a woman, but I can imagine. That would turn me off like a motherfucker, for real. Like, I got a baby in there crying, then I got a grown-ass man in here that's asking me to make his meal and do this and do that, and he don't wash his own clothes, he don't clean up after himself. Like, it's like a big kid. Like, what the fuck? That shit would make me mad. And I would start probably bitching about it a lot more, because now I got a baby, and that takes precedence, and it's like, dude, you need to get your shit together. So that's the reason why I say y'all supposed to be like a good team. I feel like I have that with my woman. We don't know yet. Like, we don't have a son or a daughter yet, so everything I'm saying sounds good. But I'm just saying, in theory, I'm always going to want my woman, but I'll never need her. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's going to also increase the likelihood that we'll survive whatever comes our way in a long-term marriage. Like I said, look around my environment, dog. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to do everything. That's the beauty of being the oldest child growing up in a single-parent home. Because I kind of figured out the best of both worlds. Like, I figured out how to be a man on my own, also by being around my grandfather and joining the military. I figured out all the womanly things because I wanted to take care of myself. You know what I mean? So That's pretty much all I have as far as Union Jewelz, right? Basically, at the end of the day, quick summary. If you're a man, all right, because you got to think my channel is dedicated to men. Be the best version of yourself. Constantly level up. All right. Be sexually disciplined. Never be thirsty. Keep it real and have a code of conduct. Go on adventures and have exciting trips that you take with your woman. Know how to talk with your woman. Be a good communicator. Cultivate your masculinity. That is, dude, you have to do that. Lift weights, work out, do all these things, right? Cultivate your femininity. Ravish your woman. And you should always want her, but you should never need her. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all in the next one.